Well, this afternoon we are talking with Putnam County Agriculture and Commissioner John Schlumbohm, and some of the challenges that farmers are being faced with and how it's affecting our infrastructure today.
Yeah, that's right. We, as you know, a lot of our farms are becoming, I don't like to say factory farms, but they are becoming quite large. And one of the things that we're struggling with here in Putnam County, as they are in a lot of rural counties, is the getting rid of manure. For one thing, they're hauling it out with semi trucks and they're hauling it out on township roads. And I can't blame the farmers for this. They need to get rid of this. It's part of their operation, and they are public right of ways. But those roads were built for horses and buggies and small 50, 60, 100 horsepower tractors that, you know, we had 30, 40 years ago. They're not built for 40-ton semis that they're running down them now. So we're struggling with how to keep those roads up, working with our engineering department and the trustees, and trying to come up with ways to maintain those roads and make them passable for the average citizen.
Yeah, we're not just seeing small trucks going down the highways these days. We're seeing rather large with big tires and a lot of weight, and that does break down the concrete and the blacktop.
Yeah, that's the 150 bushel hopper wagons are a thing of the past. We're talking 18 wheelers hauling the grain to the elevators and wherever, and also getting the manure out and hauling the livestock itself. The milk farms, you know, they're running the semis to pick up the milk, and it's a challenge. It really is. I'm not a farmer myself. I was born and raised on a farm, and Dad really didn't encourage me in that direction, which I guess I kind of understand now. But yeah, it's a challenge all the way around. But don't get me wrong, we love our farmers here.
Well, there's always a lot of talk about farmers, and you kind of touched upon it with the manure that needs to be taken out, but chemicals, herbicides, fertilizers, and the runoff that goes with that. But these farmers today really do have a lot of rules and regulations that are in place to make sure this isn't really an issue for the rest of us.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they love their soil more than we do, so they're not going to be. First of all, fertilizer are extremely expensive, so they're going to put on the amount that they need. They're not just going to go willy-nilly spreading phosphorus or whatever when it's not necessary for the crop. They're going to test their soil. With GPS anymore, they can regulate how much phosphorus goes on certain areas of a farm, how much nitrogen. They test all this stuff, grid testing, I think they call it, grid sampling. And they're going to make sure they get the right amount on. They're not going to spread any more than they absolutely have to, because that's way too expensive.
Well, you just touched on my next question. As our farmers are seeing skyrocketing seed prices, diesel fuel prices, chemical prices, it's really strapping our agricultural industry in Putnam County and other surrounding areas.
Oh, yeah, it really is. Yeah, I know grain prices are considerably higher than they were. I mean, I remember my dad getting 99 cents a bushel for corn, and I think it's in the $6.50 range right now. But along with that went the price of equipment, went the price of fertilizer, fuel, everything else. So they're really not making any more than they did back in 1974 when I was still on the farm. But yeah, it's a challenge. It really is for them.
John, we thank you for being with us today. I know the farmers in Putnam County appreciate the commissioners and all that you do to try to make their lives a lot more comfortable, and we appreciate you being with us this afternoon.
Well, thank you, Lynn. I appreciate the invitation.
You
have a great day.
And we'll be back with more right after this.